Did you know the prosecutors are making YNW Bortlen snitch against Melly in the upcoming retrial? The prosecutors are now sending in paperwork to have Bortlen and Melly tried together for one specific
issue here, and you can try them together. It is to the benefit of the state to try them together. Just more efficient. You don't have to do things again and again. Do it all at once, and also you get a better chance of having them incriminate each other during the trial. It benefits the defense to sever it. That way they can point the finger at each other and get away with it. So this is what's going on. But I don't think it should be automatically severed because the state is seeking a penalty for Melly, because it's only the penalty phase of the trial that would be different, not the guilt phase. The guilt phase is the same. They're both capital crimes. You're seeking the penalty on one, not the other. But that goes into the second part of the trial, the penalty phase, only if Melly is found guilty.
It's common sense that if Bortlen knows he didn't commit the full crime against Sack Chaser and Juvie, he won't be able to sit there and take life in prison to the chin, making it likely he will point the finger at Melly. This makes complete sense too, considering Melly's lawyers already tried.
Those were his lies. Cortland Henry shows up at Memorial Hospital, Miramar. You don't see him sitting there, but where you will see him sitting is in the driver's seat of a car with two bodies, car riddled with bullets. And when he shows up with a change of clothing, change of shirt, powder residue on his hands, evidencing that he had discharged a firearm. And he lies. He lies about where the incident occurred. He lies about how it occurred. And he lies about not having a phone. I think it was Miss Bradley herself who said, everybody has a phone in his pocket, not Cortland Henry.
He revealed it's always been Bortlen that's told lies to the feds. He's the one who had powder residue on his hands, and he's the one who was caught with Juvie and Sack Chaser when they passed a forensic scientist. In the first trial, a forensic scientist even announced that Bortlen had powder.
So the right hand of Cortland Henry contained two component particles, and the left hand contained one particle characteristic of residue and one two-component particle.
Okay. And can you explain to us what that means?
Basically, overall, there was residue present on the hands.
Bortlen didn't like this, but luckily Melly's trial ended in a mistrial, and it was reported that Bortlen tweeted a mysterious message on the same day Melly's mistrial was declared. The tweet reads, "Mind games don't work on people like me," with a handshake emoji, which could mean he's accepting a deal with the state. However, this is only the start of Melly's recent problems, because reports revealed that Melly's mom announced she started a fans account while he stands trial. Melly's mom was even featured in an interview to talk about why
did you decide to break the internet the other day? You're saying that you're YNW Melly's mom and you're about to hit fans.
Why not? You make money while you sleep, and I turned 40 this year. Why not do something crazy?
Did you start it yet though?
What? My only? Yeah.
How much you made the first day? I just need to know the first day.
The first day was pretty epic. It was pretty epic.
Give me a ballpark figure.
Like 40-ish, 50.
One day?
Day one.
So YNW Melly's mom has announced that she's going to be starting the and I got to be honest with y'all, man. Like, this is perplexing. The reason why it's perplexing is because I can't understand why she's doing this. Your son is fighting for his life. How much, there's certain mothers in hip hop, and you probably could name a few, I won't name all of them, that I feel like their son became stars, but they also wanted to be stars as well. Blueface's mom is one of them. Situation between Melly's mom and Melly, I always thought was interesting, but I never thought she'd be doing this. If you're wondering if she's doing this for money, this can't be a money play. Like, no way, no how.
While academics claims it's not about money, social media disagreed because a no-jumper interview with Melly's mom and his brother B Slime shows Adam asking about all the money Melly has had to spend on lawyers. Melly's mother, Jimmy, sat back and laughed, but his brother B Slime called Melly out for...
I would assume
But it's still
that he spent a lot of money on lawyers. Like an amount that would probably...
That kid spent a lot of money on a lot of things that shouldn't have been spent on.
Really? Like what else?
And cars, jewelry. And he's not even out to wear the jewelry. I'm like, why are you buying jewelry? You're not here to wear the jewelry.
No, definitely lawyers are probably the best thing you can spend
That's
money
what
on.
bro. But he's good with lawyers, bro. Like, money ain't an issue for lawyers. Like, he's fine, but it's just like, there was a lot of stuff that should have went to lawyers that he didn't spend on lawyers. And I'm like, bro. And now it's like, he don't even want to change no more.
Although when you go into the mind of Melly's mother, she's been through a lot, and she likely wanted to start a fans account as an outlet to get her mind off of Melly's trial, because there were multiple times that Melly... Although Melly's financial struggles will only continue to get worse with his ex-girlfriend Mariah Hamilton returning to the United States, it was reported that Melly's ex-girlfriend has been released from her detention facility after Judge Fye ruled for her release on February 7th. The hearing marked the first time Melly and Mariah had seen each other in person since he surrendered himself to the sheriff's office in February 2019. Melly was seen on this day, sitting in the courtroom, until he saw Mariah for the first time in 6 years. He smiled massively while trying not to make too much eye contact. Even courtroom reporters say he teared up. When Mariah was released, she shared a post which reads, "And to my village, thank you to my village. I love you all so much, gods."
Mariah Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
With Mariah getting an understanding of how jail is, she refuses to go back, and the feds already know that Mariah has information on what happened on the night of Sack Chaser and Juvie's passings. So as part of her deal to be released, she agreed she would testify against Melly in the upcoming trial. The feds have already dug into her iCloud account, which revealed suspicious activity with Melly, and getting her to not testify in the original trial, which is the reason for Melly getting hit with the witness tampering charges. These charges are so serious that even if Melly is found innocent against Sack Chaser and Juvie,
filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
it stacks up even more lawyer fees since it's considered a different case. But this makes you wonder how Mariah has any information about the crime. It turns out she supposedly had a call with Melly right around the time of the crime, which is crucial in knowing what happened. However, even Juvie's father dug into Mariah, and he found out how Melly witness tampered with.
There was this kind of crazy way that Melly was communicating. He wasn't allowed to use the phone, but he was passing notes to people, and then this person's calling this person, and then that person.
Saying like to me, they going through extreme measures, try to cover up or convince people not to testify, like Mariah mom. They was using code words like Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby mom. And
with Melly witness tampering, the jail can't allow him to have any communication, so Melly's been unable to use the jail phones or his mail for several months. Jamie King didn't like this, and she spoke in an interview about how it's not fair.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
The jail wouldn't take his privileges away on just a hunch, meaning they likely have recordings of Melly tampering over the jail phone. However, it doesn't make it any easier for Melly's mother. She continued the interview and shared how she feels completely heartbroken and helpless for her son.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
This sparked a lot of attention on social media as we heard Charleston White give his 2 cents on the situation. He says this is how Melly should be living with no